So you're shooting on a nice camera, you're editing in Premiere, you're looking at the footage and you're going, this still looks like crap. Well, if you haven't thought about lighting, that's probably why. And today we're gonna talk about the 3 lights you need to properly light a scene for social media, or maybe you're just working from home on a webcam, or you're going live on a webcam and you wanna be lit properly and separated from your background and have more of that professional look. We're gonna talk about how to achieve that today. And if you don't have 3 lights at home, stay tuned to the very end. We're gonna talk about how to professionally light a scene using only 1 light. Let's get started. So let's talk about the 3 lights you need. First, you're gonna need a key light. My key light is a softbox, and your key light is gonna be off center of the camera, slightly raised over your talent's eye level, and it's going to usually have some kind of diffusion on it to give these kind of softer shadows on the face. Your second light is going to be your fill light. And your fill light's job is to do exactly what it says. It's to fill in the shadows that were created when you turned on your key light. And the fill light is typically not quite as bright as the key light. It is really just there to fill in those shadows. So if my key light is over here, it's going to be casting shadows down this way, which means I would need some kind of light source coming from over here. And what I'm doing for a fill light is I'm actually bouncing my key light off of the ceiling, and it is reflecting down with a softer light. So I'm getting the light from my key lighting me this way, and I'm getting the light from the bounce lighting me this way, giving me a nice evenly lit complexion. So the next lights we're going to talk about are your rim lights or hair lights. Those are kind of the same thing. So your hair light or your rim light is meant to pull you or separate you from the background. If you look at either side of me, the colors are blue on the side of me, and they separate me, they help outline me from the background. So now let's take a look at why each one of these lights is important. So here we have a scene with no key or fill, and it's pretty obvious why you need a key and a fill, okay? But let's say you had a key, but you didn't have a fill. Would it still look good? Well, let's find out. Oh, that is bright. And probably not the best look. You can see this has probably got some harsher shadows, even though I am using some diffusion. It's just way too bright, it's way too close. You need the fill. So let's turn the fill on. All right, we got our fill light back. But now let's turn the rim lights off and see if they're even really necessary. I mean, could we not just use a key and a fill? So now you see, I'm no longer separated from the background. Everything's kind of blended in. It's kind of one flat image. It's not as good. And if I turn off the practical lights in the back, blah. Let's turn these back on. All right, so you've now learned what a key light is, a fill light is, a hair or a rim light is, and now we're going to go learn how to light a scene at home using only 1 light. Let's go do it. All right, so here we are, we're lighting this scene using 1 light, and that light we are using is the sun. We're using a window as a giant softbox. Step back away from the window and that'll kind of diffuse the light, make it softer on your face, and then turn on a light in the background, typically that is an opposing color temperature. So the light coming through the window is gonna be a cooler tone. So if you have a warmer tone light that you can maybe a lamp or something, you can turn on in the background. That'll help separate you from that background and give the shot a little more dynamism. But that's it for 1 light lighting. Let's head on back into the studio. All right, I hope you learned something about lighting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week, because next week we are going over a visual effects tutorial. It is the holy grail of visual effects tutorials, and I'm so excited to be adding it to this channel's library. Thanks again for watching. Go make something awesome.